Creating a schedule for a project. To create a schedule for a project, you need to first navigate to that project page. In order to do so, click on the Bids tab. You'll see the search screen for projects. Type in the name of the project you'd like to create a schedule for. Remember, if you did not create the project, you need to change the name of the salesperson to the salesperson who did create it, or to include all salespeople. Once you've found the project you'd like to create a schedule for, click on that project. Once at the project, you will see several tabs at the top. The one that we are interested in is the Schedule tab. Click on the Schedule tab, and you'll see total cubic yards and then a number. That number is the total quantity of all products that you have added to this project and have forecasted. To learn how to add a product to a project, please view Adding Products. If any of these products were not forecasted, that quantity would not be included here. To create a schedule, you will select a schedule name. A schedule name can be duplicated as many times as you'd like. I always use the alphabet. If you do need to create more than one schedule for this project, you can use A, and then B, and then C, and so on. So the first schedule I create for a project is always A. Again, you can use any naming convention you'd like. You need a start date. The start date for this project I will set for August. And you need an end date. We'll say December. Once you are happy with the schedule name, a start date, and an end date, click Begin New Schedule. It then takes the total cubic yards and divides them evenly over every month this project will be running. If there's a remainder, that will be added to the last month. At this point, you can change any of these amounts if you'd like to. However, if you go over the total allowed, 750 yards, you will see a negative red number here in unforecasted cubic yards, and you will not be able to create the schedule. The total number, or this unforecasted cubic yards, needs to be 0 or higher. So if I change this to 140, you'll then see the unforecasted cubic yards at 0, and I could create the schedule if I'd like. You can also change this to 140, have unforecasted cubic yards at 10, and still create the schedule. Once you've changed these numbers to whatever you like, click Create Schedule, and you have created a schedule for this project. The schedule is important because whatever is listed in the column under Forecast Cubic Yards, this is what will be added to the sales forecast report. In order to see the sales forecast report, please watch Sales Reports. If you find that these numbers will not be accurate, you can create a new schedule. You cannot edit the schedule once created, but you can create a new one. So the next schedule that I would create for a project would be B. The start date is still going to be August. The end date now needs to go faster. It's going to end in November. Once happy, you can select Begin New Schedule. And you notice these are broken up evenly with the remainder on the last month. Again, you can edit these to whatever you'd like, as long as the unforecasted cubic yards is 0 or higher. Once you're happy with this, click Create Schedule, and this column is what will be added to the sales forecast report under Sales. This is very important to keep accurate. Therefore, you might not be creating a schedule until close to the start of the project, and you might need to update it throughout the project. If you are bringing orders from your production database into mobile sales, this actual cubic yards will be updated by the orders that you create from this project if this project has been exported to your database. Now, the data from your production database is migrated to mobile sales once an hour. So this data will only be as accurate as the last time we migrated data from your production database to mobile sales. You can create as many schedules as you need to make sure that they're accurate and to make sure that your sales forecast is useful.